everybody, my name is Liesl Albrecht. I'm the retreat specialist and the founder of Travel Packs and some amazing retreats called Immersion Retreats. So I wanted to make this little video for you today because every single day I get questions about what should I pack, what do I need to take, will I need this, will I need that, I'm going here, what can I do, blah blah blah. And I got sick of answering all those questions, so I looked for a place that would answer some of them, and I didn't really find much, not much that was really informative. You know, I saw fantastic YouTube clips of women showing how they pack 100 things into a day pack and all these different things. But the reality is, when we travel, we might be traveling for a few weeks or a few months. So I wanted to talk about packing when you're going away for a few weeks. Okay, so the first thing is, what should we take? That very much depends on where you're going. If you're going somewhere hot, you can get away with things like tops that have no sleeves, small little tank tops, dresses like this that, you know, I have got this inside out because I do pack my clothes inside out, but little dresses that, you know, are light, are cotton, are easily washed, and can be packed in quite a small space. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But it's sorting out all those things, all those clothes that you think are necessities. Now, I've just come back from Europe, and somehow on the way back, I had 29 kilos of luggage. And I don't know how that happened, but I broke my golden rule. So when I go away, I always aim to have 1/3 of the weight allowance. And I know for some of you, you'll be going, what? I can't take 7 pairs of shoes and 4 pairs of jeans and 10 jackets and that sort of thing. But really think very carefully about what you do need. So the first thing I want to talk about is coordination. Coordinating your outfits so your bottoms go with all your tops and your tops go with your bottoms. So taking bottoms that are neutral or colours that blend in is really, really important. So these, I've got 2 of these. These are some really lightweight pants that wash and dry really easily, and I can dress them up or I can wear them for day use. So if I was going to dress them up, so say I've got this black pair, I might put with them a pretty pair of thongs or flip-flops, which don't take up much room. Or these are my dressy shoes because I'm not really a heels girl. So I wear these red sandals, particularly if I'm going somewhere warm. Obviously if I'm going somewhere colder, I might get some black or red or a different coloured closed-in shoes that are waterproof and a bit more, you know, logical for where I'm going. Then I might look at what tops I've got. So in this instance, I pulled out a whole lot of tops that I might have normally taken when I was packing. Since then, I've got a bit more smarter. I look at what will go and what won't. So I've got some dressy little tank tops, which even in the colder climate you can wear underneath, and then match it with like a black little jacket that's also versatile and a nice pashmere. So you're mixing what you've got up to get the best use of it. Now when I travel, I'll always take these black pair of pants and tops that go with them. I won't often take a pair of jeans, but for many of us we wear jeans, so taking a pair is a necessity. I know I've travelled with women who their jeans are their favourite pair of pants, so they wear them on the plane because they find them comfortable. But in a suitcase, jeans can be a bit bulky. So if you are taking jeans, I would advise to wear them on the plane. And if you do find them comfortable, that will be fine no matter how long the flight is. So I would take a couple of pair of pants. So for me, not taking jeans, I might take these burgundy ones. And like I said, definitely the black ones. And then my tops. I've always got a couple of nice tops, even when I'm going somewhere like Bali or Thailand, because I do want to dress up a little bit some nights. You know, we spend so much time thinking about what we're going to pack, sometimes the logic goes out of it. So for me, I'll take maybe one nice top or two, and then I'll take other tops. And again, remember I said I pack my clothes inside out. And that's because I've got animals, so I'll get somewhere and there'll be cat hair on something. So as well as those bottoms, I will take some skirts, if I can find where I've sat them. So for me, I might take this one, which is really light and cotton, and again, really easy to wash. My denim skirt is my go-to skirt. It's the same as wearing a pair of jeans. So I will take that on every trip, and it's what I wear most. So all my tops will match with these two skirts, sorry. Even my, you know, nicer ones, it all blends in. So really thinking about your colours, what you normally wear. I have just been away with some women, and one of the girls bought some dresses with her, which were really nice. They were really versatile and cotton, washed really well, were good because we were in Paris and it was really hot. But when she washed them, they all shrank because she hadn't washed them at home. So if you are buying new clothes, please wash them first. Okay. I also will often take, if I'm going somewhere like Europe, not so much in Asia, but in Europe, I will always take a longer skirt. So then at night, if I need something longer and need to dress up, then I can. It's really lucky now because of the tourism industry. If we're going somewhere that we do need to cover our legs or our bare arms, then the church or the mosque or the temple will provide things like a sarong, or in Venice, like plastic cape thing, they will provide them so that you aren't, you know, breaching their cultural respect. Okay, let me talk about another couple of things, and one of those is shoes. Now here I've got two pairs of thongs, which I wouldn't necessarily take two pairs. I have two pairs of Skechers. Now they're both quite comfortable, but these are the ones I use for walking. So they've got the memory foam, and what I do is I will wear these on the plane because they're my biggest pair of shoes. The other shoes I've got, these are also Skechers, and I know you probably can't see them close up, but they're kind of a bit lacy and a bit pretty. So to wear them with the different skirts or even with the pants or the dresses are really versatile, and they're also comfortable if maybe you're just walking for a morning or doing a little bit. And the way I pack shoes is I do them back to front, and I'll put two hair ties around them, so two elastics or two rubber bands that can then be used for other things. So I've always got my hair up when I'm away, just because it's long and it can be a bit painful to style, that sort of thing. So I will have lots of hair ties, and why but not use them to keep your shoes together and to keep them flat. Same with your thongs or flip-flops, that sort of thing. Now I've put these in just as an idea because you can have really pretty shoes and not have to put in, you know, 6-inch stilettos, those sorts of things. But again, that's a really personal choice. So for me, I would take these Skechers, which I wear on the plane because they are bigger and bulkier, but they're also easy to get on and off. And I usually take these sandals. Another shoes that I took on my last trip were these little ballet flats. Now I picked these up and they've got in them grounding points. So what that means is it just keeps your feet a bit healthier really, and keeps you, you know, a bit more comfortable. Now these also pack down really small, and really flat, and they're comfortable and they're also quite pretty. Okay, what's next? Another thing that I will often take is maybe a different coloured skirt just to change it up a bit. And I'll always take a little outfit like this. So this is my little black dress, and I've got a couple of these little jackety things that I'll wear. And because I'll always take a couple of scarves, this one needs a wash and an iron, but you can always put on the black dress with a different coloured scarf and it matches it up. A pashmere is always really good if the weather's going to be a bit cooler, or to take on the plain as well. So you can always wrap it around you and just, you know, fancy things up a bit. This would also go with, you know, my good black top and some other outfits, you know, this. It would even go if I was wearing this. So outfits that mix and match. If someone says to you, oh, it might get a little bit cold where you're going, the weather's generally nice, but it might get a little bit chilly, don't pack 3 jumpers, please. Just take one. I have my trusty travel jacket. So this is a Kathmandu, and I always take it on the plane because it is quite lightweight and it will keep you really warm, but it also doesn't overheat you if you get off the plane, you've got it on and it's hot, because it does breathe and it does function as a really versatile jacket. Now this one I picked up in some sales, but they do retail for about $100 plus. But it is the best investment in a jacket that I've ever had. Now, I want to talk really quickly about those things that you wear at home and think, oh my God, that would be beautiful walking down a street of Paris or Florence or somewhere like that. Yes, you're right, it might be. But taking a jacket like this, which is all good and well, you wear it at home, you love it, that sort of thing. But this, as you can see, can take up quite a bit of room in your suitcase. So before you put things like this in, have a really good think about it, or think how you're going to pack it. Same with a coat. Obviously, if you're going to Europe in the winter, or the States or Canada or somewhere that gets cold, or even to another part of Australia or New Zealand too, you may need to take a coat. My advice would be, on the way over, put it in your suitcase. That's fine, because you've only got your clothes in there that you're taking. There's no shopping, there's no nothing else. But then on the way back, it's possibly easier to carry it, to wear it onto the plane and then just put it in the overhead luggage and forget about it. Don't forget about it when you get off the plane though. So I hope that's answered some of your questions about what to take. Now when I get asked 50,000 questions, I can just direct everybody to this video. But another part of that is, what do we pack in? What sort of bags do we take? How do we pack them in our suitcases? All that sort of thing. So there's a couple of things I do. I have some packing cubes, and this is a really small one for underwear and socks. Or I have, you know, I often have ones for shoes and for laundry, that sort of thing. But another thing I do is I have these, the biggest size Snap-Lot bags I could find, because these are really practical. Often our suitcases will get wet and moist in the plane because it is really cold up where we are. Or, you know, I've had instances where my bags have been out on the trolleys coming off the plane and it's pouring rain. So things get wet. So having them in bags like this is really helpful. So I've got in this one, I've got 3 tank tops, which are all cotton. I've got a pair of shorts, because I'm off to Vietnam on Sunday and I wanted to take some shorts to sit around the pool in. So I'll put them in there. And I've got this little dress that I showed you before. And I can even fit in there my trusty scarf. If you're a scarf person, taking a scarf that you really love, you're more likely to wear it. So I will put them all in there. I did used to try rolling, but I think for the instance of these bags, putting them more flatter will make a difference. So I know you probably can't see this behind the clothes, but you seal it up. You can roll it or whatever, and you get all the air out. This is not a very good example, but you get the point, get the gist of it. And the bags suck down and they suck some of the clothes down. You can buy those bags that you use a vacuum cleaner with, and they are really good as well. I used them, I bought 2 big ones to come back to Europe with. Okay, so other things, bags like this, if I didn't show this before. So this is a laundry bag that was like $4 from Kmart. But to put things in, it's really helpful. I generally put what I call all my crap in here. So it might be my journals, might be my books, might be my cords and things for when I'm traveling. So when it's in my suitcase, my little carry-on suitcase, it all goes in really, really easily. But we'll talk about carry-on in the next video visit. Okay, other things to think about packing are socks and underwear. Obviously, we use those at home. We're going to use them while we're away. I've known of people to pack underwear for every single day of their trip. Don't. All you really need is 7 pairs. You can wash them and they dry overnight. Hand wash them in the basin. Take something like a scrubber bag, which is a washing bag that you can wash them out in, or just get your laundry done when you need to. If you're traveling through places like Asia, then laundry is really cheap. And another good advice for women particularly is please make sure the elastic in your underwear is good. You don't want to be getting somewhere and realise that half of what you bought is going to fall down while you're walking along. We all have had that happen, so I know that you're laughing while you're watching this. Please buy new underwear or try the underwear before you go so you know that it works. So what do we sleep in while we're away? I'm a nighty girl. So I'll usually take nightie and a light pair of pyjama pants, just in case we've got to rush out of the room because there's a fire drill in the middle of the night. If you sleep with nothing on, I would advise you think very carefully about that when you're in a hotel or a hostel where you may not know anybody else. What happens if there's that fire alarm? Or, something happens and you're left with no clothes on. I have heard stories. And lastly, for this little video, I want to talk about toiletries. Now, unless you're going somewhere like Siberia or Antarctica or the North Pole, somewhere like that, you can get toiletries. If you stay in hotels, you will get daily, you'll get soap, you'll get shampoo, you'll get body wash, you'll get all those things. So think about what you need to take. Do you really need that big bottle of shampoo? Lots of people do travel with their own shampoo and conditioner. And plan, so at the end of the trip, if there's any left, they just leave it behind. But things like, this is dry shampoo. I found this in the UK, and I know that you can buy the same brand over here. This is brilliant. If you're, the end of a long flight, if you've not been somewhere where there's really good showers and you can't wash your hair, putting this in your hair is like a godsend. Little bottles of deodorant. Now this is my toilet bag. So in it, I have a small perfume. I have my 2 favourite lipsticks. I have my mascara. I have some foundation-y stuff. I have a couple of brushes and a little compact thing of eyeshadow, which isn't in here at the moment, with the colours that I use the most. Now, you don't need to have a toilet bag this big full. You know, you don't need huge big hair straighteners and that sort of thing. If you want things like a hair straightener or a hair dryer, go and buy little travel ones. You don't need big ones to lug you down. So that's all I can think of packing. If you've got any questions, email me at liesl@travelpacks.me and I will answer any questions. Take a look at the other videos, take a look at our PDFs of what we've got, but most of all, pack so you take exactly what you need, exactly what you want, except things that will take up a lot of room, because then you'll have no room for shopping, and we all know that most women like to shop. And take shoes that are also comfortable. Don't take brand new boots that are, right up to your knee, that you've never worn before, and you wear them the first time when you're away and you go, oh my gosh, they're horrible. So really, really think about what you're doing. Okay, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.